It's the day that we all dreaded as horror fans. Both Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood and Orlando have officially been canceled for the 2020 season. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to SoCal Exploring. My name is Scott. You're watching your stop for all things theme park and attraction related. As you guys may notice, my energy isn't as high right now, and that's because we've been saddened by the news today. And I want to share my thoughts on it. I want to share what exactly I think, because there is a positive side to this, and I want to share the details on how you can get your refund if you already bought the BOGO deal for Halloween Horror Nights Orlando. So we do got a couple of details that we need to go over regarding this cancellation of both events, and a couple of things to look forward to for the 2021 event. But if you're new here, subscribe with those bell notifications on. Check us out on social media. All of that will be linked down in the description below, and you can also check out our other website and our merchandise shop. Sorry, I'm not going to make it super long for you guys today, since I know most of you horror fans are sad right now. So let's just get right into it. So the news this morning, everyone was lined outside the Tribute store in Orlando, because everyone was saying that Orlando's Tribute store was going to open today, or at least that's what team members were saying. However, a bunch of people lined up outside and nothing happened. The lineage was taken down, the social distancing markers were taken down, everything was just taken down besides the facade. Guests later found out that the Tribute store was not opening. So it was like, why isn't the Tribute store opening now? Did it get pushed back? And yesterday there was supposed to be an announcement for Halloween Horror Nights 30, but there was no announcement. Why was that? Well, I heard a lot of rumors coming in, of people saying that HHN 30 had just barely gotten approved yesterday. And I think half of that rumor was true. And that half being the fact that they were talking to the state government, but they didn't get it approved. Instead, they got it rejected, hence why we had the cancellation today. And we didn't think that Orlando's event was going to get canceled. We were all for Orlando's event. We were like, oh yes, we can't wait. At least we get to go to Orlando's event, even though Hollywood looks like it's going to get canceled. So this is kind of a shock to everybody. But it's official. Both of the events are canceled. And safety is the number one priority when it comes to this, because realistically speaking, stuff in Florida was getting so bad, I don't understand how they could run the event. And that was a question to all of us. How in the world were they going to be able to run the event while still making it safe? Are they going to use virtual queues? Are they going to use just massive social distancing? We didn't know how exactly they were going to do it. Now with Hollywood, this was a given, and a lot of people were saying it's not a given. A lot of people were saying they were going to run some daytime event, they were going to run other stuff, just a bunch of bogus rumors that weren't true. And like I've been saying on social media recently, it's fun to speculate on the idea of rumors becoming true, but there's a point where you just gotta stop and realize the clear-cut evidence. And that clear-cut evidence was the mazes being deconstructed at the Hollywood site. So Hollywood really was no surprise to me at all. It is very sad that it's officially canceled, but it doesn't hurt as much as Orlando's getting canceled, because everyone was saying, it seemed all the facts pointing to the Orlando event happening. I mean, they released merch, retro merch, which, led us all to believe that Orlando's event was happening. For those looking to refund their BOGO tickets, because I know a lot of you guys, as myself did, buy the BOGO tickets already for Halloween Horror Nights 30 Orlando, you can actually go on their website and check out the refund policy. Unfortunately, right now, it's a 404 page not found. So what I did was I called Universal Orlando myself. It took about 40 minutes, but I got my tickets refunded. Super simple. So if you guys don't want to wait for that refund policy to go up, then you can call Universal Orlando. I think there's a couple different options. I think that you can apply those tickets until next year's event too, but I just honestly would rather have that refunded to me. So if you guys are looking on to what to do with your BOGO tickets, then make sure to call Universal and find out all the information from them. Real quickly, I wanted to step in and say we're still running Horror Nights Unscripted. We're still doing our normal content. I mean, content stays the same on SoCal Exploring. We do more than just Halloween Horror Nights, as you guys know, and I thank you guys for watching all of our content. But as you guys know, we do everything here on SoCal Exploring, so the content will still stay the same. Obviously, right now there won't be as much Horror Nights content because there's not a lot of updates going on, but we'll still be producing Horror Nights videos here and there for you guys because I know that you guys all enjoy them. And regarding our trip out to Orlando, since, myself, Scott, I don't live in Orlando, I live in California. I know some of you guys are used to seeing Adrian or Michael on the camera in Orlando, but I don't live in Orlando. As far as my trip goes, I'm still going out there, but so on the first trip in September, we're going to Disney World, and we're going to do the Disney World parks, and then on the second trip in October, I'm going to focus on all the Universal parks. So the trips will still stay the same, except for we won't get to experience Halloween Horror Nights. Anyways, what does this mean for 2021? Well, they did say that they want to focus on the 2021 events, both Hollywood and Orlando. Now, Orlando, this was going to be the 30th anniversary for this year's event, the 2020 season. And in a way, it's kind of a good thing because now you can look forward to 2021 being an absolutely stellar, insanely massive event. The budget will be higher, they'll have more money, assuming that they leave the houses still up and they just focus on making them extremely detailed, then I think that 2021 will be a hit for the 30th anniversary. I'd rather have a full-on 30th anniversary than a half-assed one that we would have gotten this year. Not only that, I think that the same lineup will still be the same for both Hollywood and Orlando. So, we are all saddened by when the speculation map came out for Hollywood that only showed a total of 6 mazes, I believe it was. But now, hopefully in 2021, we'll get a total of 10 mazes back from that first speculation map. Maybe we'll get some properties that we weren't going to get this year if they did choose to run the event due to COVID and the impact on budget, etc. Maybe we can get Candyman next year that was originally speculated for the event. You just got to look at the positive side of this. I do think, however, that they will keep the same exact lineup with the IPs, with the originals at both events. I think that they're going to keep the same exact lineup. I don't see why they would want to switch up the lineup and just do something completely different. So we will get a chance to experience Beetlejuice, hopefully. I think that's one of the IPs that they want to keep. Beetlejuice, Universal Monsters, all that good stuff. We'll still get a chance to experience it, and not even that was announced yet, but that's what was heavily speculated and looked like was going to come to both events. And that also leaves room for Hollywood to, prepare for their big budgeted event as well. As we know, Hollywood suffers a lot with money just because we're a smaller theme park and a smaller event, so we're not bringing in the same amount of revenue as Orlando would. So now it gives us time to save up that money, put more of the budget that was going to go into 2020 into 2021, and make it like a 2016 Halloween Horror Nights. And if you guys went to 2016 Halloween Horror Nights in Hollywood, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If they ran HHN 30 this year, then the houses would be lacking a little bit of detail, don't you guys think, since they don't have any money. So, like I said, I see this, a part of me that's very, very sad about it. I see this as a good thing. And I'm sure some of you guys can realistically vouch for that. I know at first it's going to hurt, as it does still hurt for me a little bit, but you got to look at the good side to it. But not only do we got to look at the good side, we also got to look at the bigger picture here, because it's not just fans that are affected by Horror Nights getting canceled this year. It's team members, it's scare actors, it's maze designers, it's everybody that their jobs depend on Halloween Horror Nights each and every year. So our hearts and our prayers go out to everyone who was affected by this. As far as team members go, just know that you guys are in our prayers, and I hope that there's a future for you guys with Halloween Horror Nights 2021, that you guys are already getting a chance to work on that event and not be so left in the dark. And also part of that bigger picture is, so many people were saying, it's so stupid to wear a mask, it's so dumb, all this other stuff. And those same people are Halloween Horror Nights fans, are theme park fans. Well, guess what? Now Halloween Horror Nights is canceled. And just to let you guys know, the people that didn't wear their mask, that was your fault. You were a part of the problem. And I'm not going to hold back from saying that. If you didn't wear your mask out in public and you were against, then you were a part of the problem. I guarantee you guys were a part of the problem, and you guys are one of the reasons that these events are canceled and can't run this year. So do us all a favor and just be a decent human being and just put on a mask. It doesn't matter where you're at. If you're in public, just wear a mask. It's not that hard at all. And social distance and follow all the different guidelines, because not only do we have to prevent these events from getting canceled and the theme parks from delaying their reopenings, but it's all part of a bigger picture and slowing the spread of COVID-19, because there are people out there that are losing their lives and you got to do your part in trying to save those lives and slowing the spread of COVID-19. But that does it for this video, guys. Very sad video, but there is light at the end of the tunnel, and although we had to wait a little bit while longer, we can have a great haunt season. I almost said great haunt season. A great haunt season in 2021. So there's some stuff to look forward to. My name is Scott. You've been watching SoCal Exploring. Positivity is key, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.